Listen to this slowly because this is where most men expose themselves without ever realizing it. When she provokes emotion, when she pokes, tests, teases, contradicts, questions, withdraws affection, challenges your words, or lightly disrespects you just enough to get a reaction, she is not being random. She is not emotional. She is not confused. She is measuring you, measuring how stable you are, measuring how grounded you are, measuring how much control you have over yourself. And the moment you react emotionally, you hand her the answer she's looking for. This isn't about being cold. This isn't about suppressing feelings. This is about mastery, emotional mastery, because the man who cannot control his emotions cannot control his reality. And women, whether consciously or instinctively, test for that control. Not because they're evil, not because they're manipulative by default, but because attraction is tied to strength, and strength is revealed under pressure. Provocation is pressure. When she provokes emotion, she's pressing on your edges. She's seeing where you crack. She's seeing whether your confidence is real or just talk, whether your calm is genuine or fragile, whether your masculinity is rooted or reactive. And most men fail this test immediately. They raise their voice. They argue. They defend. They explain. They get sarcastic. They get angry. They get hurt. And in that moment, she learns something dangerous about them. She learns that she can move them. Understand this clearly. The person who can move your emotions controls you. Not physically, psychologically, energetically. And once someone knows they can push your buttons, they don't need to push hard. A small comment will do. A little delay. A little disrespect disguised as humor. A little comparison. A little doubt planted. And suddenly you're off balance. Men who don't understand this think provocation is about conflict. It's not. It's about assessment. She wants to know, if pressure comes, does this man stay steady, or does he collapse into reaction? Does he lead himself, or does his nervous system lead him? Every emotional outburst answers that question. The biggest mistake men make is thinking the goal is to win the argument. There is no argument to win. The test isn't about logic. It's about regulation. She's not listening to your words. She's watching your nervous system. She's watching your tone, your posture, your breathing, your pacing. She's watching whether you rush to be understood or stay grounded in yourself. If she provokes emotion and you react, you fail. Not because you're wrong, but because you're predictable. A man who is emotionally weak can be controlled with emotion. A man who is emotionally strong cannot be shaken. And that difference is everything. Let's talk about what provocation actually looks like because it's rarely obvious. It's subtle. It's a comment that questions your competence. It's a joke at your expense. It's bringing up something you've already resolved. It's comparing you to someone else. It's withdrawing warmth suddenly. It's being hot and cold. It's acting unimpressed by something you're proud of. It's challenging your decision-making in a casual tone. All of these are emotional probes. She's not trying to hurt you. She's trying to see if you hurt yourself. Most men do. They jump into explanation mode. They try to prove themselves. They argue their point harder. They raise their energy. They get defensive. And the moment they do, their frame collapses. Because a man in his frame doesn't need to convince. He doesn't need to justify. He doesn't need to react. His presence is enough. Reaction is submission. Reaction says, "You moved me." Reaction says, "You got under my skin." Reaction says, "I am not in control of myself." And once that's seen, respect starts leaking out quietly. Here's the part nobody tells you. Emotional provocation is often unconscious. She may not even know she's doing it, but her body is looking for safety. Her mind is looking for strength. Her instincts are scanning for leadership, and leadership is revealed in calm. When a man remains calm under provocation, something shifts. The test stops. The pressure eases, because she's found what she's looking for. But when a man reacts, the testing escalates. Not because she wants drama, but because she hasn't found stability yet. Men think the solution is to set her straight. It's not. The solution is to not be moved. Silence under provocation is powerful. A slow breath is powerful. A relaxed posture is powerful. A neutral response is powerful. A slight smile is powerful. because it communicates something without words. You cannot shake me. And that is intoxicating. Weak men think strength is aggression. Strong men know strength is restraint, that if she provokes emotion and you stay grounded, she feels something deeper than excitement. She feels trust. She feels safety. She feels polarity. Because a man who can hold himself together can hold space for others. A man who explodes cannot lead. Let's be real. Anyone can be calm when things are easy. That means nothing. The real measure is how you move when challenged, when misunderstood, when poked, when tested, when something doesn't go your way. That's where character lives. Most men fail because their ego is brittle. They take everything personally. They see provocation as disrespect instead of assessment. So they respond from pride instead of presence. And pride is loud. Presence is quiet. When she provokes emotion, she's asking without words, "Are you safe to follow?" An emotional reaction scream, "No." Here's another hard truth. If she can provoke emotion, so can anyone else. Bosses, friends, strangers, life. And if you're reactive in one area, you're reactive everywhere. Emotional discipline is not situational. It's a way of being that a man who masters this doesn't suppress his emotions. He observes them. He feels the surge and lets it pass without acting on it. He doesn't deny anger. He doesn't deny frustration. He just doesn't let it drive. He stays in the driver's seat. And that's the difference between being emotional and being controlled by emotion. Provocation only works on men who are attached to outcomes, attached to being liked, attached to being right, attached to being respected immediately. A man who is unattached cannot be provoked because there's nothing to grab onto. That doesn't mean he doesn't care. It means he cares without desperation. He values himself first. His nervous system is not outsourced to someone else's behavior. Most men don't realize how often they're being tested. They think the relationship is falling apart when it's actually being evaluated. And instead of passing, they self-destruct. They say things they regret. They escalate. They withdraw angrily. They punish with silence. They become passive-aggressive. All reactions, all failures. The man who passes does less, not more. He listens. He pauses. He responds slowly. He doesn't match chaos. He doesn't mirror disrespect. He stays steady. And steadiness is rare. If she provokes emotion and you don't react, she has two options. She either respects you more or she leaves. Both outcomes protect you. Because a woman who needs emotional chaos to feel powerful will never respect a man long term. And a woman who respects emotional strength will naturally soften. Either way, you win by not losing yourself. Let me be clear about something. This is not about tolerating abuse. This is about not confusing tests with threats. A strong man does not tolerate disrespect, but he also does not explode at provocation. He addresses patterns calmly. He sets boundaries without emotion. He leaves when necessary without drama. Emotionless does not mean heartless. It means disciplined. The man who reacts emotionally teaches people how to manipulate him. The man who remains calm teaches people how to treat him. Every time you react, you reveal your triggers. Every time you stay calm, you hide them. And hidden triggers cannot be used against you. Think about that. Provocation is bait. Emotion is the hook. Reaction is the capture that don't bite. A man who understands this becomes dangerous in the best way. Not because he intimidates, but because he cannot be controlled. His mood is not for sale. His peace is not negotiable. His identity is not fragile. Women feel that instantly, not logically, instinctively. And that instinctive response is attraction. If she provokes emotion, she is measuring your weakness. Do not show it. Do not deny it. Transcend it. Stay slow. Stay grounded. Stay present. And remember, the calmest man in the room holds the most power. Now before you go, understand this clearly. This channel is for men who are done being reactive, done being controlled by emotion, done exposing their weaknesses under pressure. If this message sharpened your awareness, if it hit something real inside you, then take action. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. This is real talk for men who want discipline, composure, and power. Stay steady, stay sharp, and never let provocation pull you out of your frame.